Hey y'all, it's Whoa. I'm here with Baby Wolf, producer extraordinaire.
From North Carolina. I just moved to Houston about 20 seconds ago. Been here about a month. I kind of ran into you at a coffee shop. I had this mission. I was like, I wanted to meet people here and like find good musicians to work with. And I was like, all right, I'm going to try to write 10 songs with 10 strangers, which sounds cool, but people are hard to work with, like just in general. So I'm just like working, and then like I saw you had a bunch of like music stickers on your laptop. And I was like, all right, cool, I'll bite. And then I don't know, 3 days later or something, we're like writing a song together. So
I just moved back here to Houston like 3 months ago. So right before you got here, I just sat down and you were like across from me. And I think you were wearing like a cool jacket or something. It had like a funky print to it. So I was just like, cool jacket. And then we just started talking, and literally I don't think I've ever had like that long of like an uninterrupted conversation like spontaneously in my life. I think we were talking for like at least 45 minutes just about like music stuff. And like you started
little
telling
did
me,
you know you were getting interviewed the whole time.
we kind of went on like little artist dates to kind of like get a sense
See if
of
one
like
of us was murdered.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And then like we started
He
co-working.
He hasn't killed me yet at all. We're good to go.
But yeah, we started co-working at like a coffee shop, just kind of feeling around. And we're like, okay, well, maybe I could come over. We could like work on a song, whatever. And I came to your apartment that you just moved into.
Yeah.
And there were boxes,
like a wall of boxes
everywhere. And it was like very chaotic, but I feel like it ended up inspiring the song. What made you move to Houston, I guess?
Houston's not like a cool city. Like a lot of, well, I know it's not like it's one of those cities where like I don't know, you're supposed to move to LA or New York or something like that. And having been to all of them, even as an artist, like they're cool. Like I get it, but it's just like, this is not, none of these places I feel like where I could build something. And as an artist, like that's a scary thing to like do something. I mean, the whole point of being an artist is that you play with creativity, which is chaos, which is not following the rules. Me and my partner checked a whole bunch of cities in the US. Like we checked Houston just because I don't know, it was like in between whatever, Austin and Dallas or something. And we were here for like 2 or 3 days. And I was like, I think I like it here. Literally every single person outside of Houston that I saw that, they're like, why did you move to Houston? I was like, I can't defend it, but like I felt like there's really successful, hardworking people here with like who are humble, like very successful, like making a lot of whatever they want to make, but they don't need to tell the whole world about it. Yeah. And like that's the kind of energy I want to be around. I feel like I could find people that would help cultivate the best parts of me and challenge the parts of me that need to be exposed.
Why did you want to start collaborating with like other artists?
For me, I feel like a lot of artists at this point where I think I encourage every person to try to build their life absolutely by themselves, because you can hit this point where you don't, if I need to, I can fall back and do it on myself. I'm like, when I was younger, I was pretty arrogant. I was just, I'm going to learn to do it. So I learned production and learned to play a bunch of instruments and sing and all that kind of stuff, just because like, I'm not going to rely on other people. I was like, okay. And then like I proved that stuff to myself, which is, I like acquired a lot of skills along the way, which that part's nice.
Yeah.
And now I'm at this point where, I'm seeing the limits of doing everything by myself. I think one of the parts people hate working with other people is that also it exposes a lot of stuff in you. Like it's so easy to develop confidence and belief in things that maybe you shouldn't have it in. I'm at the point where I'd rather have the truth of what's inside me exposed to me than let it not be there. And even though that's more comfortable.
Let's talk a little bit about like how we actually made the song. And we basically started from scratch. There was like nothing, we had nothing planned whatsoever. We both like really wanted to start like 100% from scratch with this song, so that it would be like something that we both created together, which I absolutely love. And this was my first time really doing that, because I've had some kind of collaborations in the past that have been kind of
people are hard, man.
Yeah. And so I also went into that very self-sufficient mode where it's just like, I'm just going to do everything by myself and micromanage everything. And it makes everything take forever. So I feel like this has been like a really healthy, like collaborative relationship, in the way that like we're not really working on it unless we're together, like in the room together. What was kind of your like attitude going into the first session, or like some of your mantras that you were kind of coming in with? Making
up in the moment. There's a benefit in the like anxiety that like having to show up in front of another person, because like we have really bad analytics on ourselves, and especially as artists, like you have really bad analytics on yourself because you're like an odd person, and like your brain is like just driven by kind of strange forces that you often can't get good perspective on. And so again, expose, that's the word I keep using. It's just like oh, I'm a good songwriter, or I'm a good singer, I'm a blah 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 blah. Whatever some ideas that you hold on to, like, well, go test them, go put them on the market. If you are this thing, then like you're gonna find out what you are and what you aren't. Giving yourself up to the potential of embarrassment or awkwardness, or like, I'm gonna write this song from scratch. I don't know you. I don't even know what you like, what kind of music you really prefer. We'd had a couple of conversations, but that's not. And can I just create something absolutely from nothing that can, first of all, it can be good on its own and inspire you to write on top of it in 30 minutes with a stranger in my house? Like, that's really scary. Well, why do you want to work with some stranger you met at a coffee shop, though?
I mean, it sounds like what you're talking about is really just like vulnerability and like being open to that like intense vulnerability of like creating a song and like creating music with somebody. That's what I've been kind of looking for. I think like a lot of the collaborations that I've tried to do in the past, like with the producer, the other person wasn't like able to be vulnerable because like they didn't maybe have the expertise to like actually know what they were doing to the extent to like actually put out a good product, and also to just like meet me where I am and like deal with the vulnerability of like me writing a song about something that's like personal to me. I feel like I've been doing stuff on my own, like I said, for so long, and that's great, but it takes forever, and I want to like create things with other artists and other producers that just come alive more, because it's like it's not like 100% me and it's not 100% you. It's like something that we made together, and it's kind of like in that magical meeting place.
What have you changed since you like started this?
Oh, I've changed a lot actually. Like I think coming into this, I very much had this like idea about myself that like I am like a 360 auteur. Like I self-produce and songwrite and like do everything, like kind of like Prince Stevie Wonder vibe. I kind of compared my like songwriting process to like creating a custom couture gown for like every song that I make, and that takes forever. How I've changed is like we came in and there was like a bunch of furniture everywhere, and I showed you like one song that I was like inspired by, and then we just kind of like went off from there. You started building a beat, and then I just like started freestyle like singing over it, and the first word was light bulb because there was a light bulb in the room, and then I kept going with it and eventually became lights on. I just started writing like in my little sketchbook this whole song about like what was going on for me like on that particular day, which was like someone that I love a lot was like about to move to like another continent for 6 months, and I was just like feeling sad about that. And so I think how I've changed because of that is like realizing that I think my core talent like is songwriting, and it's been so hard for me to like identify what that is, because like I love singing, and I love producing, and like I love performing and like so many other things, and like I want to be amazing at all of them, but like doing that with you where I didn't have to worry about like the production and everything and just like focus on like the lyrics and the melody, just I just felt like I was just 100% in my zone the whole time.
Where can we find you online?
You can find me on socials at Weaux is me, and then on streaming everywhere it's just Weaux.
Follow me on Instagram on BABYWOLF Sounds. It's all one word. I guess that was one word. I also am on Spotify with BABYWOLF, and I'm looking for artists in Houston to work with. So maybe hit me up and we can make a new track together.
Yes.
If you don't hurry up, it's just gonna be like 10 Weaux songs. So.
I will take all of the BABYWOLF songs. Let's fucking go. Yeah, definitely work with BABYWOLF. He is freaking amazing.
And Weaux is super DTW, down to write. So if you're trying to write some music, check him out.
Bye, y'all.